Part 1. People over 50 should avoid entertaining these 4 types of people at home. Dear readers, home is a safe haven, a place where we feel warmth and security. It's not just a private space, but also where we connect with like-minded friends. As Kiyokyo once said, even in old age, a person with ambition continues to strive, while heroes never cease to dream. Every stage of life comes with its own dreams and goals. A person with ambition keeps striving throughout their life. After the age of 50, most people have gained a deep understanding of life. They have a clearer vision of the life they want. At this stage, not everyone should be welcomed into your home. If you encounter these 4 types of people, it's best to show them the door. Don't let them into your life. 1. People who spread negative energy. In today's society, positive energy is highly valued. Spreading positivity helps us maintain a hopeful and motivated attitude, even in tough times. Being around positive people strengthens our determination. But if you're surrounded by those who spread negativity, your life can spiral downward. These people dislike seeing others progress positively and often dampen others' spirits. Like the saying goes, one bad apple spoils the bunch. They are that bad apple. At 49 and beyond, many aim to work a little harder to ensure a better future. Having a negative person around can disturb your peace, making you anxious and unhappy. They don't focus on doing better or achieving success. They're often hopeless about the future. If such a person visits your home, it's best to avoid them before they ruin your mood, weaken your resolve, and disrupt your future plans. 2. People who are exploitative and greedy. There's a saying, a greedy person can never be satisfied. People with insatiable greed love to take advantage of others. To them, friendship means nothing, only personal gain matters. If you associate with such a person, it's only a matter of time before you get betrayed. No matter what they get, they're never satisfied. If they see something good in your home, they'll want it for themselves. The more they take, the greedier they become, preventing them from ever feeling true happiness. French neoclassical painter Jean-Auguste Dominique Ingres believed that greed destroys the purity of the human soul. The more you have, the more you want, and you'll never feel content or happy. Greed is like a drug. Once addicted, it's hard to escape its grip. If you encounter such a person, keep your distance. What's more alarming is that greedy people can easily lose control and become irrational. At 49, if someone like this shows up in your home, it's best to send them away. This is the best way to protect yourself and your family. 3. Two-faced people who stir up trouble. There's a saying, meditate on your own faults and avoid gossiping about others. This means that in solitude, we reflect on our own mistakes, and when talking to others, we avoid gossiping. However, some people love to spread rumors and stir up trouble. They say one thing to your face and another behind your back, using lies to create conflicts among others. Such behavior can be described as psychologically twisted. They don't like seeing others doing well, so they spread rumors to disrupt others' lives. These people say one thing today and something completely different tomorrow. They take information from one person and twist it before sharing it with another, betraying you in the process. The saying goes, those who talk about others will create drama. At 49, if someone like this shows up in your home, it's best to close the door and keep them out of your life forever. This is sincere advice. 4. People who manipulate emotions and play with relationships. Romain Rolland once said, life is an endless, merciless battle. To be truly human, one must constantly fight against invisible enemies. These enemies are the desires within us that cloud our judgment and lead us astray. As we age, especially after 49, we must understand the importance of family, respect our partners, and stay away from people who manipulate emotions and play with relationships. Don't test your limits with temptation. Once you fall into it, you may find you're not as strong as you thought. In the end, who manipulates whom might not be clear. We are not saints who can remain unaffected by temptation, so it's best to avoid people who try to manipulate emotions. Send them away as soon as possible, or they may cause harm to your family and disrupt your life. In conclusion, after the age of 50, people care most about family harmony and happiness. To achieve this, avoid these 4 types of people. Doing so will ensure a better life for you and your family. Part 2. When life pushes you to the limit, remember these 7 things to weather any storm. Life's greatest lessons often come from our toughest moments. Each challenge, each scar, is a testament to our strength and growth. As we age, we learn that nothing lasts forever, not pain, not hardship, and that every setback is a chance to move forward with renewed hope. Let's explore how embracing these challenges can lead to a life filled with purpose, resilience, and unwavering hope. 1. Everything is temporary. No pain lasts forever, and no situation is without a solution. So instead of dwelling on the negative and feeling like the world is against you, try to relax your mind. The challenges you face now don't mean you'll struggle forever. When one door closes, another will open. Trust in yourself and be ready to embrace whatever comes next. Who knows what miracle awaits you? 2. The best thing you can do is keep moving forward. Life's greatest lessons often come during the worst times and from the biggest mistakes. There will be moments when everything around you seems wrong. When you feel worthless, remember that nothing lasts forever. Hard times will pass. The most important thing you can do is lift your spirits and keep moving forward. Life is constantly changing, and it won't wait for anyone. Don't let yourself stay stuck in a dark corner, and always remember that it's never too late to move forward. 3. Worrying and complaining won't help. Worrying and complaining don't do you any good. In fact, they only bring you down. Those who complain the most often try the least. Instead of wasting time on complaints, focus on what you can do to improve and succeed. If you truly believe in what you're doing, stay confident and don't give up. Don't let the shadows of the past haunt your future. What you worry and complain about today won't make tomorrow better. Stop complaining and turn your energy into positive action. 4. Pain is part of growth. Without pressure, there are no diamonds. A butterfly must endure a painful transformation from a caterpillar to spread its beautiful wings. Pain is a part of growth. Don't blame life for pushing you to the brink. Remember this: if life pushes you back, take a deep breath and jump forward with all your might. Live your life that way. Let pain be the force that makes you stronger. 5. Your scars are symbols of your strength. No one can say they've never made a mistake. Don't be haunted by the wrongs of your past. Instead, focus on correcting them with better actions in the present and future. Mistakes can't be erased, but you can learn to overcome them. As Rumi said, the wound is the place where the light enters. You let the scars of your life be the motivation to live better. 6. Other people's attitudes can't bring you down. In life, stay positive even when others are negative toward you. Smile when others try to bring you down. When people treat you poorly, don't let it get to you. Never allow someone else's bitterness to change who you are. They act the way they do for their reasons, so their attitude has nothing to do with you. Just focus on doing your best. This life is yours. Live it for yourself, not according to the opinions of others. 7. Every small struggle is a step forward. When you decide to do something against the norm, be prepared to face criticism. However, if you know you're doing the right thing, stay strong and let your results speak for themselves. Each small struggle is a stepping stone toward moving forward faster. To keep life beautiful, always think positively. Whatever happens, find its meaning in your life. When you encounter difficulties, look for the positive aspects and focus only on them. For example, if you don't pass an exam, think about how you can better prepare for the next one, rather than dwelling on this failure. Consider the coming year as a time to gain more knowledge, not as another year of living in regret. Part 3. Solitude is wonderful. When you truly return to yourself, you realize that solitude is incredibly wonderful. It is only when solitude reaches its depths that the heart opens to boundless compassion, joy, and equanimity. When someone asked Zen Master Vian Mind, "Dear Master, why do I feel unbearable loneliness after losing a soulmate? We used to be in perfect harmony, but since I started sharing my spiritual insights with my friend, we began to have disagreements. I lost my soulmate because of that. Are the paths of life and spirituality truly so different?" Zen Master Vian Mind replied, "Life and spirituality are part of the same existence but lead in different directions. It's like a river where boats can either go downstream or upstream. The spiritual path is often called the countercurrent because it goes against the flow of worldly life." Lao Tzu said in learning, "We gain daily in the spiritual path, we lose daily." This means that in life, the more you have, the more you want. Gaining one thing means losing another, so you never feel satisfied. In spirituality, you gradually lose until there is nothing left to lose. And having nothing is not an issue. These two directions are indeed very different. In life, everyone seems to need social relationships, family, friends, clubs, associations, etc. People always seek something to resonate with, especially soulmates who understand each other. However, it's rare to find someone who aligns with you throughout your entire life, so inevitably, there comes a time when paths diverge, especially when spiritual and worldly directions differ. Confucianism says that our nature is similar, but our habits take us further apart. Like a shared root, but different branches, when a soulmate suddenly changes direction, loneliness becomes unbearable, prompting a search for new relationships. Loneliness can be unfortunate, but in spirituality, it is essential for returning to silence and self-discovery. It is the narrow gate to enter God's kingdom. Hence, God said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." No one comes to the Father except through me, meaning without returning to yourself, without practicing mindfulness correctly, without living according to the noble path, one cannot attain ultimate truth, which is true companionship. Therefore, solitude is indeed a marvelous thing. At the very least, enduring loneliness and suffering through life's ups and downs without complaining or seeking comfort from others makes you stronger. Just as muddy swamps help lotus flowers bloom with fragrance, truly returning to yourself makes solitude wonderful. When loneliness reaches its depths, the heart opens to boundless compassion and joy. On the contrary, seeking external reliance, relying on soulmates, binds the heart in narrow relationships, making it vulnerable. That's why losing such friendships causes feelings of loneliness, emptiness, and pain. The Buddha enlightened many people but never wanted anyone to depend on him, nor did he ever depend on anyone. The extraordinary capacity can only be experienced by those who embrace solitude. Part 4. Can only those who know how to be alone become extraordinary? Accepting and enjoying solitude is a state of wisdom. First, one must harmonize with oneself before learning to harmonize with others. Zhuangzi said the one who knows how to be alone is considered noble, meaning that those who are comfortable being alone can become exceptional and are regarded as esteemed. Being alone here refers to being free, self-harmonious, and self-improving. It means knowing how to live with oneself. We must realize that, from a young age, we are taught many principles about how to live with others, integrate into society, and excel in the community. However, we often forget the most fundamental truth: the greatest enemy in life is oneself. Anyone who can conquer themselves and learn to live with themselves can conquer everything. Part 5. Loneliness is inevitable. Zhuangzi had a rival named Huizi, and the two often engaged in dialectical debates. Many times, Huizi was left speechless by Zhuangzi's arguments, such as in the famous story, "You are not a fish, so how do you know the joy of fish?" After Huizi passed away, Zhuangzi recounted a parable to describe the loneliness he felt from losing a spiritual companion. A man had a black spot on his nose, like a mole. He sought out a stonecutter to remove it. The stonecutter deftly swung his axe, casually slicing off the black spot without scratching the man's nose. Song Yuanjun heard of this and called the stonecutter to perform the same demonstration for him. However, the stonecutter refused. When asked why, he replied, "In the past I could do it calmly, but now I cannot because my companion has long since passed away." Similarly, Du Fu and Lai Bai once admired each other's talents and traveled together, thinking they would be lifelong companions. However, my heart is set on the mountains, while yours is set on the rivers. When their ambitions diverged, they had to part ways and follow their own paths. Clearly, over the long course of life, no one can be with us forever. In reality, being alone is the eternal state of human existence. During the two most important times in life, birth and death, we can only go through them alone. Therefore, what we must do is learn to face loneliness and live with ourselves better each day. Part 6. Embracing the value of solitude. In the book The Grand Master by Zhuangzi, there's a story about two stubborn fish lying together in a drying pond, trying desperately to keep each other wet to survive. Zhuangzi suggests that instead of struggling to get by like this, it would be better to let each other go and find a new life in the vast oceans and rivers. In life, having the chance to travel alongside a companion, whether for a month, a year, or 10 years, is a kind of luck. Ultimately, however, only you can complete your own journey. You must first take charge of your own life before you can live well. Einstein once said, "Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. A person with dreams who takes action to turn those dreams into reality possessing the capability and greatness to outperform others, must inevitably stand out. They dare to step away from the crowd, who are often caught up in trivial dreams and desires such as fame, status, possessions, or indulgence. Many people are busy trapping themselves in small worries, fearing that success is a limited resource that must be fought over and seized. In contrast, those with remarkable minds understand that being different means being lonely, but it also means being free. In that freedom, talent can bring about appropriate prosperity. People of great intellect do not concern themselves with the gossip of the world. They spend their time innovating and generating groundbreaking ideas rather than explaining themselves to the immature and ordinary. Simply put, they are accustomed to solitary thinking, which, while lonely, is immensely valuable. Their success stems from their abilities, not from words or the opinions of others. Part 7. Embracing solitude as a form of wisdom. In the wisdom of Zhuangzi, the purpose of life is nothing more than finding oneself and discovering one's own path. Perhaps, along this journey, everyone feels lonely at times, but accepting solitude is the beginning of a fulfilling life. If you cannot find harmony within yourself, you will never be able to harmonize with others. As the German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer said, only when a person is alone can they truly be themselves. If someone does not love solitude, they do not love freedom, because only in solitude is a person truly free. We can travel the world with others, but only we can journey to the ends of the earth alone. Enjoying solitude is a gentle and pleasant joy, unrelated to material possessions or interests, and untouched by ambition or needs. It comes from within, with an open heart, calmness, and self-control. Embracing solitude is also a stance of courage as we move through life. We can savor speed when moving fast or enjoy the surrounding scenery when moving slowly. We do not let false fame blind us or deceit cloud our hearts. This is the courage of someone who is humble, graceful, wise, and intelligent. Being a sheep can be dull, while the price of being a lion is solitude. Similarly, if you want to be among others, be like the grass. If you want to be a great tree, you must accept loneliness.
If you find these stories inspiring and they motivate you to take action, please comment 9. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.